Hi ERC families and kids, welcome to Kids Craft Wednesday. Today we are making another Mother's Day card. So this is a second option for you. Go ahead and watch the video first by yourself. Make sure your mom's not with you, just so you can kind of see what we're doing. If this looks like a craft that you want to make, then make sure you get the supplies. Grab somebody that can help you and get started. If you would rather do another one, we posted one last week on another Mother's Day card that you can make as well. They're very special, very easy to make. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get started.
For today's craft, you will need a piece of paper. This is going to be your actual card. I chose blue because we're making a flower. Reminds me of the sky, but you can do your mom's favorite color like pink or red. That'd be really pretty too. So yeah, one for that, and then you'll need yellow. If you don't have yellow, you can take a white piece of paper and then just scribble with a crayon, a yellow crayon all over and color it. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do with that. You'll need some markers. I have mine here. Whoops. Some markers, liquid glue. If you have an adult helping you and there is a glue gun available, a glue gun will be faster. But if you're working by yourself and without an adult, then use white glue. Scissors, you'll need 10 Q-tips, 10 or 11, I can't remember. 10 or 11 Q-tips. And then something to trace a circle. A good size would be the roll of a toilet paper or paper towels. But I also found a tape thing. We're just using these to trace a circle. So anything that's about this size, it doesn't have to be these exact objects, but something along those lines. Okay, so we'll start with our actual card. You're gonna fold it in half like this. And then we're gonna set it to the side. You wanna fold the yellow in half as well. And then whatever object you chose to trace, I'm gonna use this. You're gonna trace one circle, but it has to be folded in half. Okay, that's important because we wanna get two of the same size. And we're just gonna trace around. It doesn't have to be perfect, just. Now I'm just gonna give you an example with one, but if you end up liking this craft and wanna make a handful of cards, you can make more circles all over. Once you have a circle, stay folded in half. We're gonna cut out our circle. The tracing lines are just a guideline, so if it's not perfect, that's okay. And we're just gonna set this aside unless you're gonna cut out more circles. So with the one that has the pencil mark on it, oh, I forgot, you're gonna cut these in half, but these are really crazy when they get cut in half, so be careful. Oy. Okay, there we go. I have some extra in case I lost some. You're gonna take your white glue, and if you're working at a table that's really important or really nice, make sure you have a piece of paper underneath. But my desk is fine. So you're just gonna put a lot of glue in the center, like this. Kind of go in a few circles around the edge like that. Now we're going to take our Q-tips and we're going to line them up with the hard part down here in the glue and the cotton part facing outward. Okay, and we're just going to line them up all the way around. Try to make them even, but if they're not even, that's okay. And I have some left over, so I'm just gonna come in and fill in some of these spaces. I'm looking at the space in between the cotton up here, and I'm just gonna stick some in there. I might have to move some over. You can put as many as you'd like. Once you're all done, kind of gently press them all down so that you know that they're in the glue. If they are not touching the glue, then they're not gonna stick. So if you have one that's kind of on its own, not touching glue, make sure that you get it, you move it so it's inside, inside the glue. If you're using a hot glue gun, instead of putting glue down first, I would put down the cotton swabs first and then use the glue gun and go over it. But now with white glue, I'm gonna go over so that there's glue on the top of the cotton swabs. So like this, just one circle again. Not too close to the edge because I don't want there to be, to squeeze out. And then I'm gonna take my other side of my paper that I cut and just place it on top. And we have made a flower. So now you're gonna set this in a place to dry. I would just leave it where it is and wait for it to dry. If you wanna fix some of these so they look more like a flower, go for it while the glue is still wet. And we're gonna let it dry. So for the inside of the card, you can decorate it however you'd like. I will give you an idea that you can do if you want. It's also found in our first card video. But since we're doing flowers, that's our flower theme, I'm gonna do a saying over here that you can, once I finish, you can pause and write it real quick, and then we're gonna put Happy Mother's Day over here. So I'm gonna write, if moms were flowers, I'd pick you. And you can decorate this side however you want. On the other card that I made, I put lots of flowers on it, so you can go back and see that video if you'd like. And then on this side, I'm just gonna write Happy Mother's Day in a different color. Okay, I'm using one that I had before that is already dried. So now we're gonna grab our card and we're gonna take our flower and we're going to place it on the card. Now before we place it, I'm gonna, or glue it down, I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna take a green marker and I'm gonna draw the stem and the leaves, okay? So I kind of have an idea of where I want the flower, so I'm gonna move it just a little bit up and just draw a stem down. And you'll see that now I can put the flower anywhere on the stem, okay? And we're gonna make leaves. We can just go up and down and kind of color it in and do the same on the other side. Now you'll see I didn't go all the way to the bottom. That's because I kind of want to make a scenery. So I'm just going to take my marker and go up and down to make grass. And it can go, you can do it fast, go high, go low. Every once in a while go high, and that gives it some and I'm just gonna make some flowers around here just to make it a pretty scenery, like I said. Maybe I'll just do 2. But you can do as many as you like. I'm not gonna use the Q-tips, I'm just gonna draw them on. I'm not the greatest drawer, which is why I use the Q-tips to make the flowers. So however you'd like to make a flower, do that. I'm gonna get another color, pink, and do a different type of petal. And now we're gonna glue down our flower. So I'm gonna put glue on the actual flower and place it where I want it. Right there. And now you'll have to let it dry.
Alright guys, here's our final product. I hope you guys enjoyed making this craft for your moms. Please try to keep it a secret until Mother's Day, which is May 10th, this weekend. It's coming up so fast. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you don't like this one and want to do another one, go make sure and you watch our last video from last week, because that's also a Mother's Day card. See you guys later. Bye.